Welcome to the mothering meditation. This is a meditation that I run every year around Mother's Day for everybody, because I've realised through years of working in clinic and in workshops that a lot of us feel that we haven't been mothered the way that we needed to be mothered, which is a little strange because to expect that, because in fact our mothers, as psychic as they can be, are fulfilling their own needs, and it's almost impossible for them to feel all of ours. So this meditation is about learning to nurture yourself in every moment of your life. My name is Deborah. I'm a kinesiologist and neurotrainer in Sydney, Australia, and I work with energy work. All of my work is about creating choice and helping you to create choices in your life by releasing the stress in your life. So if you're ready to meditate, we're going to do a couple of exercises just to get the brain ready to relax. They're brain integration exercises. So if you have a glass of water handy, take a mouthful, roll the first mouthful around your mouth. That's it. And the second mouthful, just swallow. It's a great way to hydrate the brain. Putting your glass down now, place both hands just underneath your belly button. We'll do some breathing exercises just to warm up. Now don't worry if this is a bit difficult to begin with. The only people I know that can do it right first round are actors or singers, because it's a diaphragm exercise. The diaphragm is a sheet of muscle just underneath your rib cage, separating the lungs from your intestines, which is a good thing. So what you're going to do is breathe into your tummy, and as you're breathing into your tummy, push it out. Just like a 3-year-old has a little potty tummy. In. And breathing in for 3, pushing your tummy out, holding it for 3, then out for 3. In Chinese medicine, the point that you're covering just below the belly button is known as the centre of your being. It's a great way to centre and ground yourself, especially if you have a tendency to fly away in meetings and daydream. Great way to ground yourself. So breathing into your tummy again, holding it for 3, and then out for 3. Remembering that as you're breathing in the very best in life. And as you're breathing out the stress, any kind of stress. One more, breathing in for 3, holding it for 3, and then out for 3. And with this technique, if you're finding you're still concentrating on your shopping list or the things that you've left at work or the things that you need to do tomorrow, I have a wonderful technique in kinesiology called the frontal occipital hold, also known as head holding and breathing. So placing one hand at the base of the skull, not on the neck or the middle of the skull, on the base of the skull, and the other hand between your eyebrows and your hairline on the forehead. This is a great brain integration technique. It gets left and right brain talking, back and front brain, top and bottom brain, so that you have a whole brain response to life rather than a fear response. So breathing into your tummy for 3, holding for 3, and then out for 3. Now squeezing that head. It's just very gentle, like you'd hold a baby's head. Breathing in for 3, holding it for 3, and then out for 3. One more. Breathing in for 3, holding it for 3, and then out for 3. And you continue to hold your head until you stop thinking about anything other than the meditation. You'll find yourself drop into a calm space by head holding and breathing. It's a great thing to use at any time during the day that you're feeling stressed or lacking focus. So continue to head hold and breathe through the meditation until you find yourself dropping into a really calm space. And anytime you get lost during the meditation, focus on your breathing and it'll always bring you back. Ready to go? Great. So as you're sitting or lying there, you're going to do some imagining. As you're focusing on your breathing, in for 3, holding for 3, out for 3, imagine that you have a dust buster, one of those handheld vacuum cleaners. And we're very gently going to circle around the outside of the body, if you can imagine that there's a cloud of energy around your body. We're going to clean up that cloud. So starting with the top of the head, above the head, just feel it moving around the top of the head, taking away all of the cloud, all of the grey bits. That's it. Around the front of the forehead, around the back of the head, very gently. That's it. Around your eyes and your ears, around your jawline, across your face. And sometimes as you're doing this process, you'll notice that people pop into your head, or you're thinking of a conversation that you've had with someone earlier. What you're doing is clearing out the stress from them that you're carrying in your system. So feel this energy, this negative stress that you've assisted someone else by taking it on, just absorb into the vacuum cleaner. That's it. So around your throat and the back of your neck, and then very slowly across your shoulders, and then around the outside of your arms, tops of your arms, underneath your arm, inside of your arm, around the outside of your arm, the elbows, the forearms, circling around your wrists, around your hands, and then around each of the fingers. And all of it is sucking the stress off the body, cleaning up that cloud. That's it. Now across the top of your chest, very gently, underneath your arms and around the upper part of your body. That's it. Now around your solar plexus, just underneath your rib cage. Around your waist, around your upper back, the whole of the upper back. You can do an extra sweep across your chest. That's it, very gently as you're moving across your heart. And breathe. Breathe in for 3, holding it for 3 and out for 3. And notice how much easier it's getting as all of this stress is beginning to release itself from your system. Around your belly now, sides of the body, lower back, around your pelvis, tops of your legs, front and back, around the front and back of your knees, front and back of your shins, and then your calves, right around the body, as you're feeling all of this energy clean up. Around your ankles, tops of your feet, bottom of your feet, around each of your toes. And then go back to the top of the spine, at the base of the skull, and very slowly do a sweep, very slowly, down the spine. That's it. Very good. Big breath in for 3, holding it for 3, out for 3. And then in your mind's eye, just take a big picture from the outside of your body, of your whole body, and if you see any bits of mud or cloud hanging around, suck it up into the dustbuster. That's it. And that you're all sparkling and clear. And you may be noticing you're feeling a whole lot lighter. Excellent. Now throw the dustbuster into the sun and see it explode with all of your stress as it's destroyed. Excellent. Now the second thing we're going to imagine is drawing the energy of the earth from the centre of the earth up through your legs as far as the belly button or your navel, and then breathing out as you drain the body of all of the stress back into the centre of the earth. And you can imagine that the healers are there to convert it to healing energy. Big breath in, feel the energy of the earth moving up through your feet, up through your shins and your calves, and notice what colour it is and how it feels as it moves through the body. Is it tingly or smooth? Is it warm or is it cool? As you're bringing it up through your knees, this beautiful healing energy up through your thighs, all the way as far as your belly button. Feel it swirling around your belly button, your navel. And as you breathe out, feel the energy moving back down through your legs and all the way into the center of the earth, draining you of all of that stress. You're going to do that 3 times. Breathing in the energy of the earth. Notice what color it is this time, because sometimes it changes. All the way up through your feet, through your shins and your calves, through your knees, healing all of these cells, all of these muscles, all of these tendons, as it moves up through the thighs, as far as your belly button, swirling around your belly button, draining all of the upper body of all of its stress. And on the big exhale out, feel all of that stress moving back down through the body and into the center of the earth to be converted to healing energy. Just like the tide comes in and then goes out again, we can now breathe in the energy of the earth and notice how it's changed, if at all, this time. As you breathe it in and draw it up through your legs, as far as your navel, feel it swirling around your navel. And then big breath out as you release all of that stress back into the center of the earth. And your brain, having done this 3 times, will continue to do it, just like the tide. As you breathe in the energy of the earth and its healing energy. You're grounding and you're centering yourself with this exercise. And as you breathe out, you're releasing the stress. Now focus on the solar plexus, just underneath your rib cage, right in the center of your being. And there, if you concentrate, if you look, you'll find a gold light. And as you focus on that gold light, just as we focus on anything in life, what you focus on grows. And as you breathe in, feel that gold light growing. Gold light is the highest of most divine love and protection. So breathe it in and fill all of those cells that you've just emptied of stress with this gold light. As you breathe in, feel it moving from the solar plexus and filling your heart through to your belly button. Feel all of that area becoming filled with gold light. It's a higher vibration, so it might actually feel really light and tingly. As you breathe in again, feel the gold light filling from your throat to the tailbone, right down to the tips of your fingers. Big breath in again. Fill the top of the head to the tips of the toes with this beautiful gold light. And feel yourself becoming lighter and more secure all at once. And as you breathe in again, make yourself golder and golder and brighter and brighter. And as you breathe out the stress. Now breathe in again so much that you become so bright and so gold it pops beyond your body. So you're sitting there or lying there in a bubble of gold light. And on every breath in and every breath out, the outside of the bubble becomes stronger. And this is helping you to set up a boundary between you and those around you. So you know what is yours and your energy and what is others. As you watch them play out their stuff, play out their patterns in life. This gives you a unique space to sit and observe and to choose to engage. Breathing in for 3, holding it for 3, and out for 3. Because a lot of what causes us to drain ourselves in life is overextending. A lot of people, most of the people that I see in my clinic practice and in workshops, are very helpful souls one way or another. They like to help others to advance or to support them in their daily life. And often they leave their own needs. So even on aeroplanes, they tell the parents to put the oxygen mask on themselves before the children. This is a healing meditation to assist you to do this, to support yourself first. And those exercises that we've just completed is about creating your oxygen mask. It's deciding what is yours and what is someone else's stress. And that gold bubble will assist you to do that. Now you may be noticing that your body's feeling a whole lot lighter than it was when we started the meditation. As you take a deep breath, in your mind's eye, about 3 feet, a metre away from the centre of your forehead, you may see a white light. And we know in all parts of your life, what you focus on grows. So as you focus on this white light, you notice the wave after wave of unconditional love that comes at you through this white light. And as you get curious, you move towards this white light. And as you do so, the white light opens up in front of you. It becomes bigger and bigger, and more love just floods towards you. It feels so comfortable. It feels so healing. And you get more and more curious. And as you get curious, you move towards it. And as you step into the white light, you feel it filling every single cell in your body. And when you look down, you look at your hands because you feel so light and energized and joyous that you notice your hands no longer exist. You've become a part of the white light, and it's become a part of you because you are the white light and it is you. And you have this amazing sensation of completeness and wholeness, and realize that you too are a part of those waves of love you were feeling moving towards you only a moment ago. And you feel your spirit soar as your heart expands, and you realize you're capable of anything, of being anywhere in a nanosecond, of doing anything you could possibly imagine. And this joy allows you to tumble and cartwheel and soar through the white light, as fast or as slow as you want. And you can feel it moving past your face, past your ears, anywhere. Your heart expands and expands. It can take you anywhere. You feel so filled up with this love. And as you're tumbling and cartwheeling through the sky, marveling at this extraordinary experience, you notice way, way, way below you, patchwork of amazing colours. And because you become curious and you start to focus on this patchwork of colours, you're drawn towards it. And breathe in the air as you fly through it and towards these colours. And as you get closer, you realise that these colours are in fact a garden, your garden. This is your healing space. So it's filled with the most beautiful plants and flowers and trees, your favourite plants and trees. The scents are the scents that you love. The trees that you love. And as you land, your feet touch the grass, and it's just lush and thick and cushioned. And as you walk around the garden, the colours, every colour of the rainbow, fills your senses. You can feel the breeze across your face. You can feel the sun on your back hear the birds flying overhead and the breeze moving through the trees. This is your healing space. Notice as you walk around the features and breathe it in. Notice where there are benches, whether there are fountains or a babbling brook running through it. Notice at the horizon, whether they're mountains or hills or the seaside, and breathe it all in. And notice how, without even doing anything except being there, your energy is filled up. And you feel the amount of love that comes from this garden, because this is your healing space. And you can return here any time you like, just by asking your brain as you go to sleep or go into meditation to take you to this garden, to help you to heal mentally, emotionally, physically and spiritually, to breathe it in, this space. And as you sit underneath the tree and you close your eyes and you see the light playing tricks as it moves and dapples through the leaves of the tree, and you notice now the sounds around you, the breeze, the birds, any wildlife that are around. And you know that you are safe and you are protected at all times. This is your healing space. You are safe and protected at all times, because this is your space to heal. You are safe and protected here at all times. And as you open your eyes, you realize that you're surrounded by people. People in your life presently or past that have come here to say thank you, to tell you how much they love you and how your life and their life have been changed by you being a part of it. And as each person comes up to you, could be from your childhood, parents, grandparents, aunts, uncles, nephews, nieces, brothers, sisters. It could be friends or other children or teachers from school, neighbours down the street, people that may have been passing through your life. Each one of them comes towards you and thanks you and gives you the gift of their gratitude and their love for the way that you touched their life. As you move through now into adolescence, to new loves, first loves, friendships, sporting teams, acquaintances, hobbies, people that you've met throughout all parts of your life, through your early adulthood, right through to present day, people from work, from university or colleges, from groups that you've been a part of, or even your local coffee guy. People who are there, some expected, some surprising, are here to thank you. And then as the last of these passes through, you see old versions of yourself. Little versions, childlike all the way through to your present day, thanking you for taking the learnings, for being who you are, for growing into who you are right here and right now. And breathe that in. And then a third group of people come up. And they're people asking for your forgiveness. For your own healing's sake, not theirs, yours. Asking you your forgiveness for whatever it is that they've done to create pain in your life. And by granting them forgiveness, it releases that stress and that pain so that you can begin to gather the learning, so that you can begin to finish the unfinished business, and to breathe in the love of the lesson. Breathe it in. That's it. And then as you notice, the last of the people leave, you notice that the white light again is beginning to open up in front of you. And as you stand, you move towards it. Because as you get curious and curiouser, it becomes a bigger and bigger white light, filling you with unconditional love, wave after wave of it. You turn and take a look at the garden and thank the garden for the learnings and the healings it has given you tonight. That it can give you any moment of any day just by asking to be there and then returning to present time. And breathe as you step into the white light and you become the white light and it becomes you, because you are the white light. And breathe as you fly and allow your spirit to soar. That's right. Very slowly we're going to return to the room as we count down from 10 to 0, bringing back with you all of these new learnings, these new understandings, and this unconditional love and healing energy, and the gratitude. It's from 10 to 9 to 8, you're bringing with you the new learnings, the love, the healing, and the gratitude. 6 to 5 to 4, as you begin to feel yourself against the chair or the floor, and the heaviness of the body returns to the room. From 4 to 3 to 2 to 1, bringing the new learnings, the new love, new understandings, new healings with you. As you begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes, returning to this space and preparing to stretch from 3 to 2 to 1 and 0, back in the room, right here, right now. And give yourself a very big hug. Lots of self-love. Lots of self-love. It's a great way to reward yourself for something wonderful that you've done for yourself, and to raise the love and respect in your life, because the love and respect that you receive is measured by the love and respect you feel for yourself. So to raise it, give yourself a daily self-hug and breathe it in and feel the love moving through your system. And if you can't feel it, start to imagine it and how it would feel like. And then you'll feel it. And then if a colour comes to you as you're doing this, breathe the colour in to the top of your head and the tips of your toes. And breathe. And breathe. It's been a pleasure being with you. I'd love some feedback, any feedback if you have time. Continue to support yourself, to nurture yourself, and to be your very best self. Namaste.